guys, it's Chimere Trielle. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. It has been so long since I've sat down in front of the camera and talked to you guys, and I'm super excited for today's topic because we're going to be talking all about how I lost over 30 pounds without restrictive dieting. Because let's face it, that's the hardest part about going on a weight loss journey is the idea or the thought that you have to put yourself on a crazy restrictive diet and not be able to eat any of the foods you love. And I am here to debunk that. So if you're interested in hearing what I did to lose over 30 pounds without putting myself on a crazy diet, then you're gonna wanna stick around for a little bit. Also, be sure to stick around to the end as I have an exciting announcement for you guys. So while I was on my weight loss journey, I treated myself to all the foods I loved every week without fail, and I'm going to show you how to do the same with these tips. Tip number one is to eat until you're satisfied, not until you're full. Let me explain. Let's say you make yourself a plate of food, and sometimes our eyes get bigger than our stomach. Once you feel that you are satisfied, you do not have to eat everything else on the plate to feel so full and so bloated that you can't even stand up straight. Growing up, my grandmother used to scold all the kids for making a plate but not eating all of it. She used to say, take as much as you want, but if you take it, you better eat it. She was not a believer in wasting food, and I'm not either, but when it comes to eating, if you already know that you're full, it's really no need to keep eating and eating and eating to the point where it's uncomfortable, because at that point you're overeating, and that's gonna cause weight gain. Eat what you can at that time and maybe save the rest, but it's not necessary for you to eat all the food on your plate if you've already gotten to a point of satisfaction. Tip number two is not to eat out of boredom. I know you know what I'm talking about when you're bored in the house and you walk past the refrigerator 50 times and you keep looking into it, trying to find something to eat when you're not hungry at all. You're just bored. There's definitely a such thing as eating because you need something to do. In cases like this in the past, if I caught myself doing this, I would go and read a book, I would go and take a walk for a few minutes, but it's definitely something that you have to be cognizant of because you'll end up doing it and not even realizing that you're doing it. So it's just something to be mindful of in the future if you're trying to lose weight and you realize that this is something that you do. You're just walking past the kitchen back and forth, but you're just bored. Tip number three is going to sound a little cliche, but it's actually to stay hydrated. It's so that your body does not confuse hunger with thirst. So the receptors that translate hunger and thirst signals to the brain are very similar. So you'll be surprised at how often we pick up food thinking we're hungry when we're actually thirsty. I have gotten into the habit of drinking a glass of water as soon as I wake up in the morning, in addition to getting one of those gallon water jugs, even some of the ones that have like the motivational phrases on them, to kind of encourage you and challenge you to get your sips in throughout the day. One trick I use is that whenever I'm feeling hungry, I'm gonna drink a glass of water first. If you drink that glass of water and afterwards you feel fine, then that's letting you know that you are actually dehydrated and not thirsty at all. And my fourth tip is the 80-20 rule. Now, I recently posted this on my social media and someone responded and said, oh yeah, I know about that. It's 80% nutrition and 20% exercise in order to lose weight. Now, that is absolutely true. But when I talk about 80-20, I'm talking about 80% of nutrient-dense foods and 20% of the foods you love. So when we talk about nutrient-dense foods, you're going to want to incorporate foods that are high in protein and fiber because their content helps to keep you fuller for longer throughout the day. But in addition to that, when you're eating the foods you love, if you're incorporating the tips that I've mentioned earlier, all of that will allow you to still sneak in those foods that you absolutely love to eat, and you don't have to eliminate them completely. So instead of your week looking like this, it can actually look a little like this, and you can still achieve your weight loss goals. Being able to still eat the foods that you love is going to make losing weight in the process of getting in shape so much more enjoyable, and it's going to take half of the frustration away because let's face it, it's hard to just eat salads and fruit all day. Nobody wants to eat that. I mean, some people might, but for the most part, we all have guilty pleasures and they should not be a determining factor in you losing weight or not. It takes a little bit of discipline, of course, but to still be able to treat yourself and lose weight is definitely possible. You just have to apply the right tactics. So these are all the tips I have on losing weight without restrictive dieting. And if you're looking to dive into this topic even further, then I am so excited to announce my new digital products, my ebook, Stuck to Steady, How I Lost Over 30 Pounds in 2 Months without restrictive dieting. I dive so much deeper into this process in this book, and I am so excited to finally share it with you guys. In addition to my Stuck to Steady ebook, I also have the Stuck to Steady 60-day planner and workbook. It's 60 days of staying accountable, being able to track all of your goals, to talk about it. I have certain activities in there for you as well. It's super fun. I really think you guys would enjoy it. I also have my Stuck to Steady 12-week daily checklist, which is also just something to kind of keep you accountable and kind of keep you focused in on your weight loss goals. If you're looking to stay in shape and lose weight this holiday season, I think these products would be so good for you to explore. All the information is in the description box, so go ahead and check that out if you're interested. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and give me a huge thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe for weekly workouts and weight loss tips. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.